This is how the handles are out of the box. They're just rough machined and again quite sharp. So this one isn't finished yet, but it's on its way. Just rounded everything off and polished it. Just makes it much nicer to handle. This is bad. There's loads of movement. And that's not the bearing, that's the bearing in the housing. Well, what's the point of having a bearing, which is supposed to be a precision instrument to keep it centered, if it's going to flop around in the housing? This is the top plate for the column. Look how badly that casting is. It's just been mauled there. That's what it should look like. And that's just disgraceful. There's absolutely no care, no pride. It's just a piece of shit. You know, the casting hasn't cleaned up. Nobody bothered filling it. And there's sod all I can do. I can fill it to make it look right, but that's as good as I can do. And it's a big enough bit of metal, but it just looks rubbish. That's the top plate finished. As you can see, the sides are now correct. It's only filler, but it does at least look like it's meant to be like that. So that's all the grey finished, apart from the head over there, which will be one of the last items. And the little safety cutout box, which is plastic. It needs rubbing down still. And then we've got to get that onto the bench and strip the paint off. Finally we get to the column, and again we got these ridiculous fixings for the scale tossed in at stupid angles. Absolutely no care at all being taken with the positioning. So we're going to need to do something with those. I'm not actually sure yet what. I might have to reposition them, plug them, re-drill them. We'll see. Now I'm having to rub this down again, and that's entirely my fault, because it's quite orange peeling. I just didn't rub it down well enough the first time. And I wasn't using the additive in the paint, which I think contributed to this very orange peely effect. This was one of the first pieces I did, so I've learnt since then, and subsequent jobs are much cleaner. So we'll rub it down and we'll paint it again. What I'm trying to do here is work out where the carriage and the scale need to go. Now I've determined the extent of the travel of the carriage, marked out the centre position. It's clear that the scale is not in the centre. Either that or this isn't correctly positioned in the centre. There's probably enough travel on the scale, but there's 1.5 inches more down this end than there is up this end when the carriage is in the centre of the travel. Again, a little care and attention, and you could have got that a lot better. It's almost like the holes have been drilled arbitrarily. So I'm going to have to plug up all the holes and start again. And this time we'll make sure that this is not like that, not a cock, but we'll make sure that this is square. We'll probably grind the casting and bond the bosses in and make sure that the bosses are absolutely square to this surface.